The laughter hit me before I opened the conference room door. Polished, fake, expensive. The kind people use when someone's about to be destroyed. Noah. Liam Bennett's voice, smooth as whiskey, sharp as glass. I stepped inside. The floor tilted. Navy suit press to perfection. Cufflinks glinting like paparazzi flashes. Behind him, the skyline glowed. Once possibility, now judgment. Perfect timing, he said, lips curling. We were just talking about you. He held up the glossy binder I'd bled 3 nights over. My handwriting in the margins, his name on the cover. Let's start with the fun part. He tossed it. Pages fanned like broken wings. Explain how 6 years of experience turn a whale client into a ghost. Oh, wait. He paused, smirk widening. You're too quiet to explain anything, aren't you? Laughter, sharp, awkward, cutting. My throat locked. Words tangled between pride and panic. Liam leaned back, arms crossed. Team, this is what happens when you hire someone who confuses silence with intelligence. You clean up their mess while they hide behind spreadsheets. Then, like humiliation was enough, he placed a hand on her shoulder. Mara, vanilla and smoke perfume. The scent that used to live on my pillow after long nights at the office when we thought no one knew. Her eyes didn't meet mine. She smiled up at him. The smile I thought was mine. Starting today, Liam said, Mara takes Noah's book. I need someone who commands a room. The words hung, heavy, final. I couldn't breathe. The man who'd promised mentorship, friendship, had stolen everything. My work, my pride, the woman who once whispered I was different. My voice, when it came, was a whisper. You can't be serious. Liam turned slow. Predator enjoying the chase. Oh, I'm serious. You're done. Effective immediately. A low, cruel laugh. Maybe next time you'll speak up before you become invisible. The room went still. I gathered trembling pages. Stood tall. My reflection in the glass wall. Pale, hollow-eyed. Liam's reflection smirked behind mine. That was the moment I made a promise. Quiet, deadly, absolute. You will regret mistaking my silence for weakness. And Mara, you will see me again. They call me the quiet one. Reliable, efficient, invisible. I wasn't born quiet. Father yelled to feel powerful. Mother hid bruises behind smiles. By 30, silence was armor. Liam Bennett convinced me it was strength, until he used it to bury me. I liked how you don't need the spotlight. You're the backbone. Every compliment a thread in a web I didn't see. By the time I realized I was trapped, giving him my ideas, defending him, protecting secrets not mine to carry. And Mara, she'd been my safe harbor. Late-night takeout on the office couch. Her laugh when I finally spoke. The way she traced my jaw and said, You don't have to be loud to be everything. I thought she was my friend. I thought she was my future. The day after, the city screamed. I sat on a park bench with a cardboard box. Team photo, coffee mug, tie worn to every pitch. Mother called. Maybe this is a sign. You can't expect people to see worth you don't speak. I almost told her how many times I'd spoken. How many next quarter, it's yours, promises Liam broke. How many nights Mara fell asleep on my chest whispering, You're enough. One message from Mara. I hope you understand. No punctuation. No apology. I deleted it. Couldn't delete the memory of Liam's hand on her shoulder. Possessive, triumphant. First week unemployed, I walked until bars swallowed me. Brass lamps, velvet stools, old whiskey in the wood. Corner table, half shadow. Every navy suit made my chest clench. One night, the door opened. Liam, laughing loud, alive. Mara's hand in his. Fingers laced like they belonged there. He ordered champagne for himself. Toasted new beginnings. I took out my phone. Quietly recorded every arrogant syllable. When you've been underestimated long enough, a whisper becomes a weapon. But Mara, she looked thinner. Eyes glassy. Smile brittle. For a split second, our gazes locked across the room. Hers flickered guilt, regret. Then Liam pulled her closer, and she looked away. 2 weeks later, an unmarked envelope slid under my door. Quarterly reports, my spreadsheets, altered. Liam had rerouted client funds into a private account, using my signature. I cross-referenced until dawn. Coffee cold, truth hot. He'd forged my name to hide theft. I pressed palms to eyes until stars burst, then breathed, slow, measured. You wanted me invisible. Let's see how invisible I can make you. And Mara, I'll make you see the man you threw away. He called. Casual. Friendly. No, buddy, no hard feelings, right? Doors always open. Background. Mara's murmur, his office hum. Salt in the wound. I heard you've been poking numbers. Dangerous hobby. People might think you're unstable. Classic Liam. Rewrite the story before you can. I'm fine, I said flat. Good. Stay that way. Click. I stared at the phone 10 seconds, then laughed quietly. He was nervous. That same night, a new email pinged. From m.bennett@bennettcorp.com. Subject, we need to talk. Noah, I was wrong. I see him now. Meet me? M. I stared at the screen until it blurred. No, not yet. She'd chosen. Now she'd watch me rise. Without her. I visited old clients. Coffee. Just catching up. Harris whispered. Liam said you signed off on missing funds. I smiled calm. Would you believe me if I said I didn't? I'd believe you before him. But I need proof. That night, I wrote the first line of my plan. Make them tell the truth for me. Emails, receipts, unsecured files. Liam taught me silence. Now I'd make it echo. Mara kept texting. I made a mistake. I miss your voice. Please, Noah. I read everyone. Deleted everyone. But saved them. Evidence wasn't just for Liam. Board lunches. Late night clarifications. Facts, not accusations. Liam's mask slipped. He snapped at interns, over-explained tiny errors, grew shrill when praise went elsewhere. Riley, his assistant, whispered, He's unraveling. Then step back, I said gently. Let him show who he is. One night, Mara waited outside my apartment, rain-soaked, mascara-streaked, clutching a flash drive. I have proof, she whispered. Everything. He used me to get to you. I took the drive. Didn't touch her. Why now? I asked. Because I finally heard the silence, she said, voice breaking. The one you carried alone. I looked at her, really looked. The woman I'd loved was still there. But trust? That was a casualty of war. Help me end him, I said. Then we'll see. Bennett Corp Annual Gala. Chandeliers like frozen stars. I wore charcoal like armor. Hands steady. Mara at my side, not on my arm, but close. Ally, not lover. Liam entered. Hair slick. Smile too wide. Eyes bloodshot. Raised a glass, mouth. You still need me. I stepped to the stage. Music dimmed. Good evening. Tonight we celebrate endurance of integrity. Click. LED screen filled with documents. Emails, transfers, Liam's signature. Mara's flash drive sealed it. Gasps. Liam surged. You son of a... Security. Guards moved. Cameras flashed like lightning. Don't you see? He's jealous. I built this. I leaned to the mic. You built yourself, Liam. Used the company and her as your mirror. Silence. Even cameras stopped. Mara stepped forward, voice trembling but clear. I was part of the lie. But I'm telling the truth now. Liam's face crumpled. Security dragged him out, still shouting, still clinging. Mara turned to me, eyes wet. I don't expect forgiveness. I looked at her. Not tonight. Spring arrived soft. My office window framed the same skyline, warmer now. Employees greeted me with real smiles. N. Hey CEO, official. I walked the park at dusk. Same bench, white blossoms falling like forgiveness. Mara waited there. No makeup, hair in a messy bun. Real. I'm not asking for a second chance, she said. I'm asking for a first one, with the man you are now. I sat beside her. Silent, stretched, comfortable, not heavy. I was never too quiet. I said finally. You just stopped listening. She smiled, small, hopeful. I hear you now. I took her hand. Not forgiveness. Not yet, but a beginning. Sunset caught the quiet steel in my eyes. I whispered to the wind, and to her, some men roar to be heard. I learned to speak in thunder, and you finally felt the storm. If you've made it this far, you feel it in your bones. Respect is non-negotiable. Your worth isn't some bastard seating chart, isn't the credit he stole while you bled, isn't the family who swallowed his lies first. I was erased, publicly, and still rose. My silence became a blade, my patience a storm. Share this with the one who's been gaslit until they vanished. Whisper. Your silence isn't weakness. It's the roar they're too deaf to hear. Your boundaries aren't difficult. They're sacred. Your survival? Goddamn legendary. Subscribe. Ring the bell. Because the revolution ignites when you seize the pen and write the ending they swore you'd never earn. Your worth was never in question. It was only waiting for you to remember.